What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to our match reaction here on Anfield Agenda after, I don't even know how to start describing it. It is the most Liverpool and Spursy game of football that you are ever going to see in your life. Liverpool storm into a 3-goal lead. Spurs find their way back into the game to get back to 3-all. And then go full Spurs at the end, and Diogo Jota pops up with a winner in injury time, and we win a 4-3. I don't even know how to start going about it, but I am going to try and compose myself and give you my thoughts after that crazy Sunday afternoon at Anfield. So, my friends, I'm going to go through, give you my thoughts on the game, ask you guys to, of course, let me know yours in the comment section. If you can gather your thoughts, that is, because it is nuts. And if you haven't hit the subscribe button, of course, please do. As you can see on our screen, we had a £100 winner in today's Circl. If you would like to join us for future Circles, with thanks to Circl, the football sweepstakes game, where the winner really was decided by events that happened live on the pitch, and every moment counted. Scan that QR code in the bottom left-hand corner. Don't forget about the brand new game, Match 5 to win £1 million. It is live on the Circl app. You will also find the link in the description of this video. And if you would like to get yourself £5 in free bets when you deposit and place your first £5 in bets, use our referral code anfieldagenda, all one word, on sign up. It is a gambling product. You need to be 18 years or over or a UK resident to play. And of course, always gamble responsibly. Liverpool gambled today. Not very responsibly, but somehow we got away with it. And the psychological aspect of that game fascinated me. We raced into a 3-goal lead and we were playing like vintage Liverpool. The press was on point. Everything was working. And then we got confused. Then we conceded one and we didn't know what to do. We didn't know how to manage the game. We didn't know whether we should attack, whether we should keep possession. And as the game drew on, it just became more and more fragmented, more and more strange. And we didn't have a shot on target after the 15th minute until, I don't know, when Jota scored maybe. I think that was the next shot on target we may have had. It was crazy. It was the most Liverpool and Spursy thing I've ever seen. But we got the win. That's all that matters, right? No, it isn't, because we need to figure out why on earth we are so defensively, fragile. Because every time a ball's played over the top or through the middle, we look like we're going to concede. How on earth did we allow Richarlison to get in again at the end of that game? How on earth did we allow that to happen? We do need to figure this out, because there are positives to take from this. Curtis Jones, phenomenal. Again, unbelievable performance from the young man. His energy, his pressing, his timing of his press, brilliant. Exactly what we want to see. Andy Robertson, an absolute liability holding a defensive line. Again, he was the one that was too deep that played Son on for their second goal. We need to start nipping this in the bud. And I don't know how we go about it. Do we change up the centre-backs? Do we stop with the high line? We need to do something, because the high line works when we hold the line correctly. But when Robertson or anybody else starts to second guess it and drift a couple of yards, this is what happens. Look, ultimately we won. It probably seals our place in Europe next season, albeit the Europa League. But it should never have been this way. So we'll go right the way back to the start and we'll talk about the 11 that Jurgen Klopp put out there. No real surprises at the back. You could have made an argument for keeping Matip, but Klopp went with Canade back in. Then we move into midfield. The big surprise there was Harvey Elliott starting over Jordan Henderson, which probably proved to be the wrong decision from Klopp, even though Klopp does have to manage the players' minutes and legs. Curtis Jones on the left with Fabinho. Grand, no issues there. Up top, Klopp went for Diaz. And again, I don't think we can complain about that decision. I thought Lucho was brilliant. But how do we end up in this situation? I mean, it's worrying me, because it's a couple of times now this season. We got away with it today. We didn't get away with it against Real Madrid. But we've got to be sorting this out. We cannot be so easy to get at. But look, I feel like I'm erring into a negative side here, and I don't want to be, because we dug deep and somehow got the win. Diogo Jota comes off the bench, his 5th goal in 3 games. And he'd no right to be scoring from there, by the way. He'd no right to do it, so fair play to Diogo Jota. Should he have still been on the pitch? There are people on social media who are saying it should have been a red card for the high foot on Skip. I'm probably on the fence. It's a tough one, because I can absolutely understand people's feelings about it maybe being a red, but I think the context of the head going down, and Jota's foot coming across on the limit, on the edge. But ultimately, that wasn't going to be the decider in this game. Most likely, we should have. Well, it shouldn't have been. We should have had this game clear. We should have been home and hosed. At half time when we go in a 3-1, I feel like I need Klopp to go in there and start getting the game plan back, because when you're 3-0 up, everything's great. You're scoring, it's free flowing, the runners are there, you're reining in shots, the pressure's coming up. But 3-1 makes it a very tetchy scoreline. You've probably heard many people talking about 2-0 being the most dangerous scoreline in football. It is weird, the psychology behind being 2 goals ahead. What do? Do you continue to do what got you in front? Do you continue to attack, or do you start to try and manage the game? I don't think we're a club that can manage the game. I think we need to be a full tilt. And I think that's maybe what cost us today and let Spurs back in. You have to give credit to Spurs as well for showing a bit of stomach and fight to get back into the game. A lot of the fans were leaving the away end after 15 minutes and they missed a hell of a game in the end, albeit it would have been heartbreak. And of course, Richarlison has to come off the bench and score. And I do rate the pigeon celebration. At least he can take the piss out of himself. Fair play. But Jota went up the other end and finished it off, and what a man. What a man. He was frustrating, gave the ball away, committed fouls. But what really annoyed me in that game, folks, at the end of it was the amount of cheap free kicks that we were needlessly giving away, that were giving Spurs opportunities to pump balls into our box. And they have big, tall, strong men who are decent in the air. And we were just giving them these cheap free kicks, whether it be Mohamed Salah, whether it be Milner, just cheap frees and opportunities to put the ball in. And we got away with one today. We got away with one. Let's have a look at the stats and see what they say. Remember, we're at home in the Premier League. We had 4 shots on target. Spurs had 7. 4 shots off target for us, 3 for Spurs. Possession-wise, 69% of the possession for Liverpool, 31 for Spurs. Fouls, 12 for Liverpool, 6 for Spurs. Corner kicks, we had... how many corner kicks do we have in the game here? Where's the corners? We had 4, they had 2. I thought, how do you have 69% possession again and concede 3 goals? Something's not right with that. And Klopp has to figure out what is causing this defensive leak. Is it Van Dijk? Is it the system? Is it Robertson? I don't know. I don't know the answer. I'm a moron. I haven't got the answer. But look, we got away with it. We got the win. And I guess we get to celebrate it. But we do have stuff that we need to get right. And hopefully this will just remind us that, oh yes, we're getting the wins. We maybe turn the corner towards the end of the league. But ultimately, we do have work to do. And we can't not attack this transfer window and get it sorted properly. We do need to bring in the reinforcements we need. We do need that extra bit of guile, craft, energy, athleticism, physicality in midfield. But look, I'm happy we got the win. Should have been a lot more comfortable than it was. It shouldn't have been a backs to the wall, injury time, Diogo Jota winner. We should have comfortably seen that game out 4 or 5-1. But look, I'm happy we got the win. Not happy about how we managed the game, but look, it is what it is. It's over to you now, my friends. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Is Curtis Jones the biggest redemption arc in the Premier League since Joelinton? I don't know, maybe it's a little bit too early, but if he can keep that up, he's going to take some shifting, because he has been brilliant over the past 6 or 7 weeks. So well done to Curtis Jones. Probably my man of the match today, if I'm being honest. Trent had some really good moments as well, but I look forward to reading your comments. So let me know your thoughts. Don't forget, please do hit that subscribe button. We're like 50 subscribers or something away from 170,000. And don't forget to check out our player ratings video, which will be coming up to you guys really soon as well, along with the highlights from today's watch along. We will be back streaming tonight over on our Twitch channel at 8:30 for a new show, if you'd like to come along and join us. Until then, enjoy your Sundays. It was squeaky bum time, but we got over the line. We got the job done. Diogo Jota, better than Figo, don't you know?